Today we're taking a look at the Washington Mystics vs Seattle Storm match, which is happening on Tuesday, June 22, 2021, and giving you my betting tips and predictions in general on this game. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours and hours of your time searching the internet for some fake betting predictions and losing your money because of it. Join High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advices instantly. The Minnesota Lynx faced the Dallas Wings and took a loss by a score of 95-77 in their last contest. Minnesota ended with a 40.3% field goal percentage, 27 of 67, and converted 11 of 27 three-pointers. From the free throw line, the Lynx buried 12 of 14 tries for a rate of 85.7%. Pertaining to hauling in rebounds, they collected 26, with 5 of them being of the offensive variety. They also doled out 16 assists for this game, in addition to forcing 15 turnovers and getting 7 steals. In reference to defending, Minnesota allowed their opponent to shoot 50.0% from the floor on 32 out of 64 shooting. Dallas doled out 17 assists and had 9 steals for the game. Furthermore, Dallas totaled 40 rebounds, 9 offensive, 31 defensive, and added 4 rejections. Dallas walked away from this one shooting 100.0% from the free throw line by burying 14 of 14 tries. They converted 17 of their 28 tries from distance. The Seattle Storm come into this game with a 12-2 record overall, which is the best record in the entire WNBA. The Seattle Storm have won 5 games in a row, including the last game against the Indiana Fever by 10 points. Early in the season, the Storm were an easy over, but that hasn't been the case as much as of late. Seattle comes into this game averaging 88.2 points per game, while their defense is giving up 79.1 points per game. Breanna Stewart comes into this game averaging 21.1 points while shooting 45.4% from the field. 3 different players are averaging at least 10 points. Kayla McBride is one player who came through in the game. She finished with 13 points on 4 out of 13 shooting. She played 54 minutes played and also snagged 5 boards. McBride walked away from this one shooting 30.8% from the floor and totaled 3 assists. Someone else that came through in the matchup for the Lynx was Napheesa Collier. She grabbed 6 rebounds in her 31 minutes played. She walked away from this one shooting 42.9% from the field for this contest by hitting 6 of 14, 17 points. Overall, Collier wasn't able to notch an assist. Minnesota enters this matchup with a record of 5-7 for the campaign. The Lynx are connecting on 34.1% on shots beyond the perimeter, 88 of 258, and 81.4% from the free throw line. They are averaging 81.4 points per game, 6th in the league, while connecting on 43.3% from the floor. They turn it over 15.7 times per contest, and as a squad they commit 18.0 fouls per contest. As a unit, Minnesota is snagging 34.4 rebounds per game and has racked up 234 dimes so far this year, which has them ranked 8th in the league in terms of passing the ball. When they are on the defensive end, the Lynx are able to force 13.8 turnovers per game while drawing 19.3 fouls. They are 4th in the league in giving up assists to their opponents with 238 conceded for the year. The Lynx are giving up an opponent FG percentage of 43.7%, 165 of 232, and they concede 33.8 boards per contest as a squad. They're giving up 39.1% on shots from beyond the arc, and they are ranked 8th in basketball and PPG from their opponents, 82.9. Washington comes here after taking down the Indiana Fever in their last game. The win for the Mystics was actually very easy for the Mystics with a final score of 82-77. With the win, Washington moved to a 500 mark at 6-6 on the year. Offensively, the Mystics have ended up with a total of 81.5 points per game. The passing for Washington is sitting at 18.1 assists per game, but the rebounding for the Mystics has only ended up getting 35.1 boards per game. Seattle comes to the game here after winning 5 games in a row. The last win came over Indiana as well, but it was by a final score of 79-69. With the win, the Storm moved to a record of 12-2 on the year and have looked very impressive. The offense for Seattle has been very hard to stop on the season with 88.9 points per game. The rebounding for Seattle is not horrible either, with a total of 36.4 boards per game. When they last stepped on the court, the Atlanta Dream took a loss by a final score of 96-93 when they played the Washington Mystics. The Dream earned 29 defensive rebounds and 8 offensive boards, totaling 37 for the game. They gave up possession of the ball 13 times, while earning 14 steals for the matchup. The Mystics committed 17 personal fouls in this game, which got the Dream to the free throw line for a total of 21 shots. They were able to knock down 17 of those for a percentage of 81.0%. In relation to shooting from beyond the arc, Atlanta buried 8 of their 21 attempts, 38.1%. Overall, the Dream went 34 for 70 from the field, which gave them a rate of 48.6%. The Dream permitted the Mystics to bury 33 of their 67 tries from the floor, which gave them a rate of 49.3% in this matchup. They finished the game shooting 41.9% from three-point land by hitting 13 of 31 and finished the contest at 17 out of 20 from the charity stripe, 85.0%. In relation to team rebounding, Atlanta allowed Washington to get 31 in all 5 offensive. My betting advice is to pick Seattle Storm -14. Courtney Williams ended up being a major contributor for the Dream in this matchup. She made 5 out of 17 in this game for a rate of 29.4% and accounted for 8 rebounds. Williams accumulated 10 points in her 37-16 minutes on the court and added 2 dimes in this matchup. An additional player that ended being a contributor for Atlanta was Odyssey Sims. She ended up with 7 dimes in 34-10 minutes played, and she converted 7 of 13 from the field. Sims walked away from this one going 53.8% from the floor, in addition to collecting 22 points and 4 total rebounds. The Storm are coming here with a very powerful offense that has been very difficult to stop. Look for the Storm to dominate in this game here, as the Mystics are on the road. But also, the Mystics do not have the same caliber of play on the court to keep themselves in the game. On the other side of this matchup is the Washington Mystics, who sit with a 6-6 record overall, which puts them in 4th place in the standings. Coming into this game, the Mystics have won 2 games in a row, including the last game against the Indiana Fever. The offense was strong in the last game, scoring 82 points, and that led to a point victory. On the season, Washington is averaging 82.8 points per game, while their defense is giving up 83 points per game. Tina Charles has been the best player for Washington, averaging 24.5 points while shooting 54.6% from the field and 30% from behind the 3-point line. 3 different players for Washington are averaging at least 14 points per game. Under is 6-2 in the last 8 meetings in Seattle. Mystics are 4-1-1 ATS in the last 6 meetings in Seattle. Under is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings. Mystics are 4-0 ATS in the last 4 meetings. Atlanta has a record of 5-7 on the year. Atlanta has accumulated 1,012 points on the season, 84.3 per contest, and they snagged 35.0 boards per game. The Dream commit 20.3 fouls per game and they go 72.8% from the charity stripe. As an offense, the Dream are hitting on 42.3% from the field, which has them ranked 7th in the league. They are dishing out assists 18.2 times per game, 8th in basketball, and they are turning it over 12.8 times per contest. The Dream on defense are ranked 11th in basketball in points allowed per contest with 87.3. They are forcing 16.4 twos per game and have let teams shoot 45.9% from the floor, 11th in the league. The Atlanta defense allows 40.4% on shots from beyond the arc, 112 of 277, and their opposition makes 81.9% of their foul shots. They concede 21.0 dimes and 36.0 total boards per game, which is 12th and 8th in the league. My second betting advice is to pick under. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.